Hi, my name is Hitendra Chaturvedi. I'm the founder and the chief troublemaker for a company called GreenDust. GreenDust actually is India's #1 reverse logistics company. So many will ask, what is that? Supply chain. Typical definition of supply chain is movement of products, goods and services from the manufacturer to the consumer. The Macmillan Dictionary also says the same thing, but as my old mentor had mentioned to me, they're half right. What it means is that movement of the products from the brand or the manufacturer to the consumer is one way of moving the product, but there is a certain percentage of the products that actually traverse a journey back. Their return, transit damage, carton damage, did not like the color of the shirt, did not like the color of the refrigerator. So in India, about 4 to 5% of the total products that move forward do come back and traverse a return journey. Many of them call them as red-headed stepchildren. For us, they are the blonde-haired, blue-eyed people. So when they come back, our job is to take those slightly defective products, unused, we call them factory seconds, move into what we call a value-added center. Think of them as hospitals, where a patient walks in, we give them tender loving care, and after that we make them just like new, and then we sell it to Indian consumers that are the most value conscious in the world at least 25 to 30% off from the market price. And it comes with a 1-year warranty. The trust is being built with the brand GreenDust. And the most important thing what we do is that over 600,000 products that we have already sold to the Indian consumers could have found their way into the environment as electronic waste or solid waste. We have stopped them from doing. So we are actually making green profitable. This is a very unique model coming out of India, and very soon we'll be spreading our wings into the emerging markets and to the rest of the world. I come from a Fauji background, an army background, so no business background. Engineering is from Roorkee, IIT Roorkee, and after that, working here for about a year, I left for the US to pursue my master's in computer science, followed that with an MBA. Spent over 17 years overseas, traveling about 65 countries. So I came to India. I was heading a $400 million business unit for Microsoft India, the OEM business unit. Around that time, when I was interacting with OEMs, or original equipment manufacturers, or many of you call as manufacturers or brands, we realized I started asking them about 4 questions, very simple 4 questions. My first question was, so what's your return rate? 99% of senior executives who I was interacting with had no clue what the return rate was. Just to give you an example, US return rates, or Europe, is about 8 to 10%. India, the return rate is about 4 to 5%. So how much is, so that 4 to 5%, if you equate that into value, about 12 to 15 billion dollars of worth of products get returned every year in India. So most of these people had no clue. My second question to them was, so how much do you spend in terms of money bringing these products back once they're returned? Most of them had no idea. You'll be surprised to know that 70% of these products that get returned, the cost to bringing them back is actually higher than the value of the product. This means 70% of the time, the company is actually losing money just in bringing the product back. Surprisingly, most of these senior executives did not have any idea. The third question I used to ask them was, how much is your asset recovery? Meaning when a product came back, how much money are you actually making out of them? Most of them had no idea. And you'll be surprised to know that majority of these products get sold at a scrap value. Tropol, it got me to the conclusion that reverse logistics with FDI discussions happening at that point of time, electronic waste regulation discussions happening at that point of time, and economy opening up, I realized that India is ready for this unique business model. There is a standard business model in the West, but with a lot of multinationals coming in, Indian companies competing with the multinationals, reverse logistics will become that weak link of the supply chain that will determine its strength. So decided that let's walk in and try to make this weak link strong. And that is how the company started. Company started in 2008 at the height of recession. I invested my money, and then because we needed a pan-India presence, I reached out to the Mumbai Angels. Mumbai Angels funded me, small amount of money. This company was actually started by with only about 60 lakh rupees of seed funding, and the discussion was that this money will not last for more than 3 months running a pan-India presence. We were able to become operationally profitable in 6 months, and in about a year and a half we were able to get Series A funding from Kleiner Perkins, Shirpalo Ventures, and Reliance came in and bought out the Mumbai Angels. And from that point of time, so from first year to second year, our growth was about 5x, our revenue multiplied by 5x. And with the Kleiner Perkins funding coming in and Shirpalo's funding coming in, from the second year to the third year, we were able to grow about 10 times in terms of revenue. Here we intend to close over 300 crores, which will be about 5 to 6 times of the revenue we generated last year. So the growth has been phenomenal. There is a model coming out of India. We have a proprietary technology platform that doesn't exist anywhere in the world. This is true, unique India business model targeted towards the Aam Aadmi, which is a word that's so commonly used, the value-conscious Indian consumers that wants to take its money as far as possible, take this built-in India business model, and then reach out to the Aam Aadmis of the emerging markets. That is our second evolution, and this could be one of the largest companies started in this decade that could reach $1 billion very, very fast. Ecosystem or the Indian government, few things we should be very proud of that actually work for us. One is our education system and the importance that us as mostly middle class people, or all Indians as a matter of fact, give to education, including the government. That is ingrained in our DNA. So the internet model, for example, I have been in countries where censorship is a part of life. Just look at in India, when you come in, we are a lot more flexible, all for the good, by the way. We are a lot more flexible, we are a lot more tolerant about how the internet is being controlled. Mark Twain, I was reading it, and Mark Twain said something very, very succinctly. When you turn 60, you will actually regret more the things that you did not do in your life than with the things that you have done. So throw away the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, and explore, dream, and discover. Coming back to India and starting the entrepreneurial journey is part of that explore, dream, discover. And this is the time and the place. I have a lot of friends in the US who would give their right hand to come to India, get 2 or 3 years of experience on their resume showing that they have actually worked in India, because they know that it's going to be a huge career booster for them. This is a huge opportunity for us as Indians coming to India and being part of this growth story. Story is very, very tightly coupled with the India growth story. I call it a journey. India is on a journey, and this journey for us over the last 4 years has been absolutely fantastic.